So yeah, for those that don't know what decks I used, so I kind of like at the beginning of the tournament with or at the beginning of KC Cup, I was trying like Automat and trying Dark Lord because I think those two are like the two strongest meta strategies. But turns out both of them are aids, and I hate playing them, so I stopped playing them, and I started playing Evil Eye because I thought it was, I don't know, I just had more fun playing it. And Awakening, I really like. Treacherous, honestly, you could probably cut Treacherous for a second copy of Awakening and more Storm, but like, I don't know, Treacherous is the dumbest card ever printed. It's like, Treacherous and Trunade are like the two most unhealthy things Duel Links has to offer. And then Levianeer is third, I'd say. But beyond that, yeah, I really like the deck. I think it's a lot of fun. I then after Evil Eye, I went over to Deidara Shiranui because I was talking to Serenity, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm using Shiranui and it's doing really well." I'm like, "Oh, so you're not seeing a lot of Automat?" And he's like, "No, I am seeing Automat. I just run 3 Spheric Remo." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So yeah, I ran this list, and I think it's pretty good. It's also like pretty decent against Dark Lord. It's not bad, or like, I wouldn't say it has the best Dark Lord matchup, but like the traps definitely help. Like just flipping down a stick or a chair is really good. Just interrupting the Star Seraph combo. You know, all of those qualities really make a decent strategy, I'd say. Shiranui deck with 7 Shiranui monsters. I mean, what do you want from me? I can't play any more Shiranui monsters, dude. You realize all of them are at 2? I probably would play more Shiranui monsters if I played Shiranui. If I could play them. Did you miss rank 4 instead of second level 8 or 1 of level 6? I consider maybe dropping the Hades, but I think you need the double level 8. I think both level 8s are... It's instrumental to a lot of your grind games. And you're mostly summoning multiple Shogun Sagas against Dark Lord. And, against Dark Lord, you need to be able to summon a Shogun Saga, and then on a following turn be able to summon another one, because doing that is such a strong OTK threat. So yeah, or it's like a strong pressure tool, and just only having one, and then it gets destroyed, and then your only thing that can get to 3000 attack if you lose Shogun Saga is Onimaru. And you need to invest so many cards in order to summon Onimaru, whereas you need to invest very few cards to summon the Shogun Saga. So that's why I think you definitely run 2. Maybe you could drop the Hades for the Diamond Dyer, but I never did that. I stuck with this list for like the entire time I was playing Shiranui. And then lastly, we have level duplication Thunder Dragon. And so day 3, or at the end of day 2, I was seeing like a lot of Cyber Dragon, a lot of Evil Eye, some Triamids, some Dark Lord, and it's like against that field of decks, Shiranui is okay, but like, how should I say, like having a back row deck and like trying to fight Cyber Dragons, trying to fight like Triamids, trying to fight Evil Eye. Well, Evil Eye against Shiranui is like you have to go first with a trap and just hope that they don't have Storm, because if that's what if they have Storm, it's just what can you do? So I ran Thunder Dragons. I think. What do you think about TG coming in? It was a pretty neat deck. TG, it's like it's really linear, and I don't like that you make one combo, and then after that, it's like it's super simple. Like honestly, it's very basic and soon to be known as the best deck. But yeah. What about FCTG? Well, yeah, that's. I like flight control TG is like I would say the more consistent and faster version, and it probably is the better version, if I'm being honest. But like, I only have one copy of Screw Serpent, so like I didn't really look into TG too much because it's like I am not going through that box like 2 more times just for Screw Serpent. Every time I face TG, I understand the deck better than my opponents. Yeah, I mean, I understand TG pretty well and like what it can accomplish. Did my donation show? I don't know. Did it? I don't know how or where I would see it. Also, forcing synchro is much easier than Crystron similar effects. Yeah. Especially because the TG like quick synchros are like only in main phase, so you can bait them out sometimes. They really need the TG combo. In addition to that, they need one interruption. Like a Book of Moon or a Treacherous. And if they don't have the Book of Moon or Treacherous, they should lose like a ton of their games. Like, there's no reason that you should let TG be able to. If the only thing they have is the synchro, there's no reason to let them play. You can beat them. I was asking about the Hero Bubbleman beatdown deck that made top 100 in KC. I actually played against that in like early day 1, and it was while I was trying out like Dark Lord, and I was like, I bricked so hard with Dark Lord that was the game that I was like, okay, if I'm losing to this terrible hero deck running Bubbleman, then Dark Lord sucks. I am not playing this garbage, so I just swapped to Evil Eye, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was literally the only time I ever played against the hero deck. I don't know too much about it other than it looks kind of meme. I'll just keep it real. But yeah, Thunder Dragon. I think most of this is standard except for Volcanic Wall. So for Volcanic Wall, I think for Thunder Dragon, you just want cards to be in Banless Prediction. I'm sorry, but like, I spent like an entire video going over, or like an entire stream going over Banless Predictions. I don't have them on hand, but it's like, they kill Dark Lord, they do 1 hit to Blue Eyes, and that's it, because that's all they're gonna do. I don't think Dark Lord is really all that good. I mean, I don't know about that one, Chief. Where do we go view the early results? Do we know who/what won? What do you mean early results? We have the results. But Yeah, the TLDR from that video is ban Trunade, ban Treacherous, killed Sick Chair Dark Lord, and hit Levianeer, probably. We're gonna see a small hit to Blue Eyes, even if everyone is saying we need to kill Blue Eyes. Like, there is literally zero chance that Konami is gonna hit like 5 Blue Eyes cards, as everyone's like, they need to put Sage and Stone to 2. Like, it's no chance of it happening. Like, be realistic. They're not gonna just absolutely murder Blue Eyes. It makes too much money, and it gets too many players into the door. And I think just like getting more people to play the game is a good thing. Getting them to stay is also important, yes, but like if you just cap how many players you have and like don't get new players, like that's a problem. So I do think that they're not gonna go hard on Blue Eyes. I do think they're gonna do something small though. I think the only thing I would amend to that video is like ban head judging. That card does not need to exist. Yeah. For my list, I used Volcanic Wall. I think it was a really strong middle option. And for Thunder Dragon, you're not really losing when you're getting to get like a lot of cards into play. You're really losing when you just brick really bad, and that happens a decent amount. But a card like Volcanic Wall, it doesn't matter if you can't attack. Just getting Dark, getting Roar into play, summoning Levianeer is so impactful that you'll just win from the advantage that you gain off of summoning Levianeer. And I mean, Levianeer can't even attack the turn you summon him, so it's not even that big a deal. Half of the time you go first, so you can't attack anyway. So ultimately, Volcanic Wall is just, I think it's an auto-include. There's just no reason. Like, it's so valuable to run that I feel like there's no reason not to play it. In this meta, at least. I also ran Crimson Shadow Armor Ninja, because it's a rank 5, and there are times where you want to summon Thunder Dragon Dark alongside Lupine, and then you can dupe the Lupine with another Dark, and then make a rank 5. And then what this can do is essentially you put it in defense, and against Cyber Dragons, you just activate the effect, and once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach one XYZ material from this card. This turn, face-up ninja monsters cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So it doesn't matter if they overflow, it doesn't matter if they attack into it 17 times with all of their Sidra monsters. They literally cannot kill it. So for that reason, I think it was, like, even if they flip it face down and then swing into it, the effect is, for the rest of the turn, face-up ninja monsters. So it doesn't only protect, like, the card, it protects all ninja monsters. So even if they Book of Moon in draw phase, and you can change the effect, and when they swing, it's still protecting itself. So, and then on the following turn, if they try to overflow pop it, you just chain the effect, and then it's immune. So yeah, it's also 2400, which is a pretty decent stat line against Sidra. You can swing over the Rampage Dragon. It's also lethal, or it deals 2000 damage over a Cyber Dragon core, which is pretty relevant because, you know, Sidra is often just activating fusion support to put themselves at 2000. So just threatening game over core with Shadow Armor is pretty good. Doesn't it just get Abyss Horned? None of the top Sidra players were running Abyss Corn. Also, there's like nothing you can really do about Abyss Corn.